this. All right. Every night it's a fix a thing. I don't know how this set is not the right way anymore, but anyhow, how is everybody? Okay. I'm waiting to see when everybody comes on. How is everybody? Huge light. Which light is that? That's that one. All right. Well, I'm going to try. I am going to try. Hi, you guys. I'm trying. Oh my goodness. Hi, how is everybody? I'm trying to double record here, which is a bit scary. Sketchy on that one. Sketchy. How is everybody? Oh my God. Okay. I don't know. Anyway, the set table is terrible because I don't have a table because I'd throw it out when I came in here because I didn't have room. So now everything's pushed up against this wall and I did not have room. So that's what happened. Hi, you guys. I know, right? Loving the camera. And I have to like make this, I don't know what to put over here. Anyway, it's the set with a missing blank spot here. I wonder what I should put over there. I don't know. I got to figure it out. It's just the way it is right now. I got to cover that light. So I got to hang something on that. So weird. How is everybody? Are we all good? Are we? Yes. Can you speak on Gene Hackman? I mean, I think it's obvious, but I can't. I mean, I don't know what to say. The only way it's a gasoline thing, like a gas attack, is if it's propane, because the police went in there yesterday or whoever, the day before, whenever it was, and they said that there was no gas leak. But if it was propane and you left the thing on in the house, then the propane could be a problem. But I actually, no, is Trump going to die? I don't know. We're all going to die, right? Like, I'm probably going to die before Trump. So there's that. I don't know what to say. Why you want to know? Who gives a shit, right? They say his pacemaker stopped. Yeah, how do they know the exact, oh, well, okay. So if they know the date the pacemaker stopped, here comes the microphone. If they know the day the pacemaker stopped, then that means it was recording, cat hair. It was recording. And if it was recording, why didn't it record that and send a message back to the doctors? That's not what happened either. Something to do with the land that they lived on and a person who came into the house, like a caretaker or a helper who does, whatever, like, when you have a surgery and they rehab your arm, your leg after hip surgery, whatever, that person showed up and that person came in. And when that person came in, they set it up to look like this. It has to do with the land, though, where the property is, where the property's placed, the land. That's what it had. Caregiver, yes. They said it was the person showed up as a caregiver. Were they, or were they a little assassin? Little fucking assassin. TikTok people. So, pills on the floor. Of course there's pills. Let's make it fucking obvious and throw pills everywhere. Better yet, like Marilyn Monroe, let's open the bottle of pills and go, here's 50 fucking pills. Shut up. I can't with everybody. I'm not you guys shut up, but just shut up. I mean, come on. Oh yeah, there. Because every time I want to commit suicide, I'm going to throw all the pills all over the place. And then I'm going to have the handgun right there. And then I'm going to have my bullets all over the place. No one's doing that. Okay? No one's doing this camera completely drained of energy over here. That is crazy. It's somebody's in the room here. It sucked the life out of, I was trying to double film and it sucked the life out, y'all. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I'm doing 25 things. I know. Y'all, here's the thing. Okay. So anyway, yeah. So, I mean, let's be serious. And the dog. So someone killed the dog that made the argument, the dog that growled, the dog that did it, right? The dog that stood up. So when you got 3 kids and there's a kid that comes up and says, hey, stop doing this, i.e., bark, bark, bark. And then, so that dog gets killed too. They make it look like that. I just don't trust it. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I mean, they've been married for 20 something years, since like 30 years almost, since like 95 or 91. So like 30 plus years. So are you telling me what? They decide to kill each other now? Bullshit. Not, I don't believe it. I think it had to do with the property and where the property is located. That's the wording I heard, and that's what I'm going to say. I mean, it's very off, right? Yes, no, my TikTok didn't get deleted. TikTok left up every scamming site pretending to be me, illegally using my name, likeness, and image. The woman's name is Kim Farrell. She's the head of creators for TikTok. I can't get a fucking response from these people. And it's like, you know what? Why are you letting people on your fucking app use my name and make money and blocking me from using my name, lying about it? Yeah, that's all okay. That's all fucking cool because you ain't nobody, bitch. You have to have money to go after them, right? So it's a real problem. And do not believe, do not, I repeat, if somebody messages you and says they have a message for you, it's not the fuck me. I don't have a message for you. I'm never reaching out to you unless you are a client on my personal. That's why I have a website under my name. So I own the rights to my fucking name because it's my bloody name. And this woman at TikTok, I was going to use an expletive, will not get back to me. She thinks it's okay for somebody to have their name, image, and likeness stolen. So I thought I'd open up a TikTok under her name and pretend to be her, taking her pictures, and see if it gets taken down. Because if it fucking gets taken down, she should be doing the same for me. Because she ain't nobody either. Just fucking saying. Okay, there. Anyway, I'm going to open up a TikTok under her fucking name. See how she likes it. Because I've sent 2 emails. Nobody responds. I've hired a lawyer. I have no more money for lawyers. Why won't they respond? How do you not get a hold of these people? I got a hold of the Instagram people. And let me tell you something. Okay, so I was at a luncheon for my friends. It's not even petty. You want to be a bitch and use my name and not respond back because you're the head of creators, but you're not going to respond back because I'm not big enough for you or haven't paid anybody off. You still are illegally allowing people to use my name on your app. It's illegal. Like, my name is trademarked and it's legally my birth name. So, I mean, it's married and birth name. So it is my name. And how dare you let people on your app, after you've been told over 500 times, to take those accounts down? Thank you for that. What's that about? Oh, you must be making money on your app to do that, right? You must be fucking making money on your app to do that. I mean, that's what it has to be, because it's only ever about money. They don't have integrity. No one gives a shit. They would never let me verify my account. Of course not. Because they want to use these people scamming, because these people sell stuff on their line and they make money off of it. That's the only reason you'd be doing it. That's the only fucking reason you would be doing it. Like, okay, so here's what happened. I was at a luncheon for my friend's son's bar mitzvah. And this was last week. And there was a lovely luncheon after, right? And I'm 333 third, yay. So there was a luncheon after, and there was a girl at our table. We were called the crazy table. We were with the mom of the bar mitzvah young man. Anyway, we're the crazy table, and this woman sits down. So I'm like, what do you do for a living? Like, what? Because I know everybody at the table, they're our usual suspect group of friends, right? She just got appointed with RFK, not JFK, RFK Jr. for Make America Healthy Again. And I really like this young woman. So I thought it was great that she got on there. So it was really interesting. But here's what happened on Instagram. So the next day, I'm literally on Instagram, and thank you for that. And I'm replying to her pictures at the party. And so I'm replying to some of her stuff, and I'm writing comments like, it was really great meeting you, the usual stuff. They literally stopped me on my Instagram and said, and I quote, We are stopping you from liking because we want to keep our community safe. So I messaged Instagram and they're like, maybe the app thought you were a bot. Okay, every fucking day I like in the same order. When I go hiking, right? This is what I do. I'm not at peace, right? Yeah, I'm not at peace. I'm not at peace. What I am is just explaining life. Why do you think that's not peaceful? You fucking don't bother me. I still live fine. I'm pointing out stuff that happens in my life in my animated voice, and people go, I hope you find peace. I'm not peaceful. I think I look fine. I mean, what do you look like? I don't know. Do you look like you're all bent out of shape? I'm not bent out of shape. Anyway, I know they're on my chat fucking telling me bullshit. But anyway, I know it's just a comment like you should speak softly and act like you're on fucking psych meds so that you can, respond the way we expect you to respond. Don't fucking expect me to respond anyway. And this is how I talk in my real life. This is how I get shit done. This is how I support fucking many people in my family. Yeah, no, I'm totally emotionally regulated. I'm speaking the way I speak. You have heard of being able to project yourself publicly in an animated fashion, right? Unlike actors who have to read a fucking script, I don't have to read a script. So just think about that. In your personal life, practice exuding emotional energy like a real human being and not a bot. Anyway, getting back to the bot conversation. So I'm on Instagram, and so they're saying, basically, I'm talking with the chat, and they're like, we think you're a bot. And I'm like, well, it's clear I'm not a bot. I have a verified account. And I said, it seems to me like you're censoring me, and this is weird. Anyway, I got a hold of a supervisor, and within a half an hour, my account was back up. So there you go. Exactly. That's what happened. So I was like, it wasn't until I'm not angry. You guys don't know anger. Anger is the way I felt when my son died and I went after the person that pulled out in front of him. That is anger. And I found that person along with Bobby, found the address, and put them into the court system with me. That is anger. That is what that is. This is not anger. I don't give a shit really about any of it because it ain't my kid, right? So there's that. Yeah. So anyway, people give me a hard time about I know they don't like it because everybody's on fucking medicine. I'm not on medicine. This is the real me. This is who I really am. So deal with it. It's just the way it is. That's why. That's like you want me to come on and talk. Do you want me to just talk like a bot? Just like a little bot and be like, hi, I'm so regulated and so non-emotional. I'm going to talk like a bland bot. Is that what you want? You do. The people who are complaining about my personality absolutely do drugs because they are so bland and muted, they can't tell a real person. Oh, there's tons of psych meds in LA. Of course, I'm ADHD. I'm ADHD. Whatever. I can't sit still. Yeah, I know. People can just fuck off. They can just go fuck themselves. Anyway, that's what I found so interesting. So when I met the woman who was working for RFK Jr. and was on his team, and her name is Andy Lou, sorry, not Annie, Andy Lou. And she's lovely. She's from Australia, and I really enjoyed her. She was a great picture taker. She made sure to make everything really good. So it was awesome. But I found as soon as I responded to her, I got blocked on Instagram. Ashley, I got blocked. First time ever that has happened, right? First time ever. No, I've read Justin Bieber. I said what was going to happen. I put it before Christmas, what I thought was going to happen to him. I'm not going to say it again. I know that maybe they can buy some. Maybe you can buy a personality. Maybe you could do that. I'm so sick of people trying to tell me to shut up or be calm. Just be calm. Be calm. Don't tell your daughters that. Don't tell your sons that. Don't do that. That's how the rest of the world is because that's what causes their psych med problems. They can't express themselves. They're a bunch of crybabies and they don't want you to express yourself because they're jealous of you. Venus retrograde, don't do plastic surgery. It won't turn out the way you like. So just remember that. Zoloft zombies, exactly. Oh yeah, when you tell me to calm down, you think you have control over what I do. You don't. You don't have control over what I do. I don't have to calm down. I don't have to do anything, right? Why do I have to do anything? I don't have to do what anyone says. That's why I'm successful on my own without a platform here. I already had a business. So do you see what I'm saying? So when you say things to people, beware of what you're fucking saying. Yeah, Zelensky, the man okay, no offense to anybody. No offense to anybody. But when you're hiring a president that's a former actor, actors are liars, okay? They're liars. This is Mac makeup. They're liars, right? They read other people's words. They very rarely can even write down their own character writing or perform their own shit. They're completely staged. They rely on another person's conversation to speak. They can't get up here and speak. So Zelensky, who was wearing high heels, nylons, and a fucking skirt, dancing around like the little fembot he is, that little bitch took however many, $3 billion from us, or 300 million, whatever it was, whatever amount of money, I can't remember, it's a 3 something. That guy took all the money from us, and what do we have to show for it? 350. There you go. What do we have to show for that? Why would you let someone come into your house, America, and let Biden give him money when his son is connected over there? Ask yourself, what do they run money? 300 billion. What do we have to show for it? His bitch wife is driving an expensive car. He just bought a house in London. Of course he does cocaine. You're not going to run around in fucking high heels and pantyhose, call yourself a president. You're a fake fembot and you're a little bitch man because you're not even who you say you are. You're a liar and a con artist. And people went, oh, he's so unique. No, he's not even a president. And right then, he should not have been voted for. And he's trying to drag people into war. Why shouldn't he pay for us to help him? We're giving you our, and where else do you get free shit? I don't get free shit. Do you get free shit? I don't get anything free. Yeah, he lost the billions. Okay, so let's all get a GoFundMe for this fucker. Come on now. Come on now. Come on. No. And you know what? You want to come into America and you want to act like a little bitch? Get out. I don't really care what Trump does. Get out. Bye. As much as Trump is Orange Man bad, he's at least watching your money. He's at least watching your money. You are paying taxes. You should care where your money goes to. It's your money. It's not our money. It's not their money. It's our money. Thank you, Flo, for that. Thank you so much. It's our money. It's not his money. Zelensky is not entitled to American people's tax money for a fucking made up war, whatever. I mean, the people are getting bombed for sure. I feel terrible for Ukrainian people, but these people are the problem. They're laundering money. They're trafficking kids. That's what the whole Epstein Island files are about. That's why they're not fucking releasing them. It's a clown game at this point. Ask yourself, who's on that list? Trump is on the flight list. Biden is on the flight list. Obama's on the flight list. Clinton's on the flight list. So who are they hiding on that list? Or what are they hiding? What are they hiding? Who and what are they hiding? Could it be KIDDIEPORN? Could it be that? Is that what we're hiding? Or are we hiding videos of these people having sex with small children? And you know what? You know what, Adam Schiff in the Standard Hotel? That's right, Adam Schiff. Is your name on there, Shifty Shift? Is it? What were you doing at the Standard Hotel? What did you witness, Adam? Was there a young boy that you witnessed? Witnessed you? What happened? What happened? Do tell us. I mean, I'm just sick. I've been saying this for 3 decades. Almost 40 years. I mean, I literally told my husband this in the first month we dated, at the first dinner we dated, okay? I said this shit. I have seen this shit. Kids on the street know that those celebrities and their bodyguards pull up in big SUVs. Somebody like David Geffen back in the 70s in a party bus like that. They pull up in Chicago. A bunch of people go missing. We go, oh, A plus B can't be. Can't be. A plus B equals C can't be. Can't be. But yet all these young men go missing, okay? All these young men. And they pull up in limousines. They pull up in all that, okay? All of that. And then people go missing. I lived in houses that were flop houses or whatever you're calling them. Trap houses now, flop houses. As a teenager, I lived in a place where there were a couch and the junkies would throw up and I would just have to sleep on the couch. I had nowhere to stay. I would have to flip the cushions over with the puke underneath. And it got to a point where you couldn't flip the cushions over. And you learn how to sleep. You know what I'm saying? So people would go missing out of that stuff. Oh, of course, George Clooney. I mean, of course. Oh, they're hiding something. They haven't released it. Now, ask yourself, no, I'm serious. That was my teenage years. You run away. No, but it's true. Where am I going to sleep? Who's fucking looking after you? That's why I don't take money from anyone. Because I never needed to take money from anyone. Because I fucking figured it out myself. So Zelensky can't figure it out himself? A growing ass pantyhose wearing fucking 8-inch heeled wearing bitch man can't figure it out for himself? Wow, okay. Sure, I was 14 and I figured it out. But this bitch needs to come crying to America. Oh, Bill Gates needs to go. It's not our problem. That's the point. They got people brainwashed into this is our problem. How is this our problem? This is not, oh, Alec Baldwin. Of course Baldwin's on the list. Yeah, murdering Alec Baldwin. Oh, we're not allowed to say that. Yeah, accidentally he shot the gun. Thank you, Flo, for that. Thank you so much. Flo is super. Flo supports this channel and I so appreciate it. Like I so appreciate it. It's amazing. Thank you. I don't know who Big Homie CC is. I don't know who that. You should take care of your veterans, but they like hurting your. Don't send your. Do you know what they've done? So I would never send my son to war. Like I would. I never thought I'd say this, but because of the way they treat our veterans, right? Because of the way they treat our veterans, I would send my children elsewhere. I would not have them fight for anybody in this world, right? I would hide them. You would date Flo. Hey, D Jack wants to date you, Flo. I'm sure you're married. So yeah, I mean, yeah, no, I'm so grateful. Thank you so much for that. So yes, of course, Eva, all the Trumps are on the list. That's not a surprise. Ask yourself why they're redacting names still. Ask yourself, who are those names? Ask yourself that. If they're not redacting Trump or Obama or fucking Billy Bob Clinton from Arkansas, ask yourself Hillary, Chelsea Handler, Sarah Silverman, Colbert at night. That fucking idiot with his video about dancing vaccines. Listen, loser, you're not going to convince us of anything. Some of us have common sense. Oh my God. Anyway, Alberta, that's so great. So, David, of course, David Duchovny, Steven Tyler. I mean, does this surprise any of you? They got to play in the game. They got to play in the game. If you're not going to play in the game, you're not going to get the money. And it's all about money to these people. It's Ontario, my people, Yvonne, my people. It's all about money. It's only about money. If they can steal your kid, traffic your kid, fuck your kid, drink your kid's blood, murder your kid, videotape it, sell it on the dark web, huge market for that, right? If they can do that, then they're going to do it. They're going to befriend you to get your kid. They're going to steal your children. That's what they do. That's why we have so many missing kids. That is what it is. Yeah, I watched The Handmaid's Tale. That too. Look at how fucking ridiculous that is. That's by that woman in Margaret, is it Margaret Atwater? I don't want to, she's Canadian who wrote that, if I'm correct, the book or what the series was premised on. Atwood, yeah. Margaret Atwood. She's an inverted person. Just look at her. Go back and look at her picture. Go back, look at her picture. Understand what she's doing. They're all put into positions in order to brainwash us. We are taught that we should be like, yeah, it's cool if my kid wants to cut their penis off and be a girl, or my girl wants to be a boy. That decision you can make when you've hit 25, when your frontal lobes develop. Before then, it's really child abuse. But you can die in a war at 18. So I would say, at least if you're going to invert into another gender, why not wait until you're 18? Just saying, like, why should a 12-year-old do that? I'm just asking, why should your 12-year-old be told by a leftist school system that you should agree to them doing that? Thank you for that. Thank you. I'm sure Jennifer Aniston's there. Why wouldn't she be? Let's see. Oh, that's so nice. Another meadow in the world. Little meadows. I love the name Meadow. It's so cute. Lila and Meadow. So cute. Yeah, you never know. You never know what people are doing. Yeah, Macron. I mean, people are dumb. Like, do you want your dick cut off? Oh, but my small 10-year-old has decided that that's the right choice for them. Well, I think they might like smoking crack too. So you should definitely light the crack pipe up for them. That's what you should do. I mean, I sound insane. It drives me crazy. I can't be on this planet anymore. I can't be. Macron, however you say it. I don't care what his father/mother/wife is. I don't care. He can marry whoever he wants. Royalty is incestuous. They will not fuck people outside of their city. You know that. Outside of their clan. They're like a cult, right? They're a cult. But Macron, at the very least, he, she, they, them, whatever, was 40 almost, with a 14 turning 15-year-old young boy when they, them realized they wanted to marry that child. That is sexually abusive. That is a problem. That is the problem. That is pedophilic, okay? She is one ugly looking wife that he has, and she's done it to her own face. That is not the way she was born. She looks like, if I say this, you guys are going to come for me and I'm going to be yelled at. She looks like a monkey, a bad looking chimpanzee, like a chimpanzee that got beat up by the other chimpanzees. That's what she looks. She does not look like Caitlyn Jenner. Oh no, she doesn't. She looks like a gangly, weird monkey face. And that face is overdone plastic surgery trying to mimic a woman, whatever that means to you, whatever that means to you. She does look like an ape. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't know what to say. Look at, like, right here. I don't know what that is. Smush nose and ape face. I don't know. Yeah, they're saying that they, them is her father, his father. So if he married his own father, yeah, if he married his son, why are we voting these people in office? Like Planet of the Apes, she looks like that. She looks fucking insane. No wonder she didn't show up in America, because you know what all the bitches would be saying here? They'd be like looking at her going, like, she looks insane. She looks mental. Who does that? She does. Who does that to their face? There are some women in Beverly Hills. I'll tell you, sometimes I'm in the mall in Beverly Hills, not recently because it's all burnt down or whatever, but a couple of years back. And I figured out what they do in this world. They take people that are half attractive, 50% good looking, just anybody who's 50% and better, and they make you feel like you're ugly by putting these people out there and saying that they're beautiful, okay? That's what they do. They put it out there like, you should look like that. And I've gone past them in the malls, and it's very uncomfortable on my psyche to read that energy, because when I am around people like that, I begin to feel like I'm hideous, because you're picking up on their energy. I pick up on their energy, if that makes sense. I told you what would happen to Bieber. I said it on a video in November or December, exactly what would happen to him because I heard it in my head. Now, will it play out? I don't know. So there you go. Who knows, right? I don't know. But she looks like a fucking ape. I mean, can you imagine having to fuck that? I'm serious. And you women are worried that you're 10 pounds overweight or that you've aged. You are never going to look that bad. You can't do anything to yourself to look that bad. How are you going to make yourself that ugly? I think to me, she looks like Chilliwack, BC. Yay. I told you, every time I would go from Trail to Penticton, we go through Chilliwack, somewhere in there. I just remember wherever it was, I was traveling home. Yeah, I was right about Trump and people wanted to blame me. I do believe Gene Hackman is a hit, but just listen to me, humor me. It's only ever about money. So what would get in the way of what would get in the way of somebody's money? Some old 95-year-old actor, no one gives a shit what he's doing. He's 95, he's old. His wife is my age, 60-something. She dates even older. I find that funny. But anyway, she dates even older and it's fine, right? Whatever. The two of them are together. They're not really bothering anybody. What do they have that's worth money? They have property. What could go on that property in New Mexico? Tunnels, trafficking, drug smuggling, what? What could somebody who's 95 walk in on and see and not agree to, or something along those lines? That's exactly what I'm thinking. There you go. That's what I'm thinking. Ape. Ape. Of course they had to they're killing human beings. You certainly don't think a dog has rights over human beings. They shouldn't be fucking killing anybody. Okay? And, I mean, because the dog is the one that made the kerfuffle. So the dog is the kerfuffler. The dog was probably like, bark, bark, bark. And they're like, shut the fuck up. And the dog was like, Arr. And then they went, you bitch. And the other two went and hid because they got smart. And they're like, we're not going to get killed. So this bitch, of course she was born a man, AB. What do you think? Oh, yeah, I know. I don't even know what to say. Yes, I know. It's just, yeah, the other dogs took off. They probably picked up on that, went to sea and thought, you know what, we're going to go hide. We don't want to end up dead. Just like people. Some people see someone get murdered and they're like, you know what, that's it, bye. I don't blame them. It's unfortunate. He was 95 and yeah, they put trolls on here. It's funny. YouTube takes 30% of any money you make and they allow this kind of trolling on the thing. They allow people and they tell you to watch the community guidelines. Like you, the person wasting their energy videoing something is the problem. But they let the trolls break the community guidelines and they don't give a shit. What is that about? Exactly. Troll farms are real, of course. I know, right? Yeah, maybe Gene was trying, but he's 95. I mean, yeah, the girl Michelle that died, I don't really know who that is because I didn't watch Gossip Girl or that. I know some people. No, on the property. I use the word property, on the property. So if I own a piece of property and I catch you doing something on my 10 acres, and I'm never at the back of my 10 acres, so I don't really know yes, I know about Solvent Green. Exactly. Yes. But I don't know no, she didn't kill him. I don't believe she killed him. I'm telling you that. I don't believe that. I mean, it's a nice theory. It's a nice theory, right? Like, sure. Let's blame the woman. Let's blame the woman again. Let's blame the woman. Anyway, so she's problematic, right? Whatever. That's not what happened. Something to do with the property is what I picked up. So that's what I picked up. It's always the woman. Yeah. They say it's always the women. We women don't need men. Because we may need your dick to make a child, but we could steal your sperm, right? Sperm banks. Of course, I wouldn't trust that because how do you really know it's labeled correctly? Because I used to have a friend that used to donate. I had several friends that donated sperm. One of them was a raging fucking drug addict. It was not a gas leak. I'm telling you that. If it was a gas leak, it would have to be propane because a gas leak of gas that comes in from the city, the police could not go in there without shutting it off, and they did not shut it off. In fact, they said it's not a gas leak. Now, it could be propane if they had a propane tank in the house for some fucking reason, but no, 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 no. No, I don't think they did anything to themselves, Daniel. Not even close. Not even close. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, yeah, Brigitte is something all right. She's a monkey face. That's what she is. I wouldn't want to look like her. I wouldn't want to have the power she has. I wouldn't want to look like her. She's a whatever. She's like, why do people eat people? Well, because it goes against God. Basically, we have people that are Luciferian or satanic, and they believe in doing the opposite of the Bible. So when it says your body is a temple, they defile people's bodies. God loves children. They will fuck your children. That's what it's about. Cannibalism is wrong, unless, of course, you're like in a tribe in the jungle and you don't know any better, then I don't think God punishes that. But they eat people, A, because it's not illegal, and they like to do it because it's a sinful. So they put it into your food, your fast food. They put it into everything that you eat, and then they go, well, you committed a sin, so you will never be forgiven, so you might as well keep going. It's kind of obvious that Brigitte was a man. I mean, take a look at her. At the very least, she's a pedophile. Taco Bell, yeah. Well, at the very least, she's a pedophile. McDonald's. At the very least, she's a pedophile. I want you to keep that in. Brigitte Macron fell in love with a 14, 15-year-old. I can't remember if he was 14 or 15. That is a pedophile. She was 39, turning 40. Completely immoral. Completely evil. That woman deserves no respect for doing that. He's a victim of sexual predatory abuse. Period. I don't care if she has a dick, cut her dick off, added boobs, put the monkey face on, took the monkey face off, wears a bunch of peanuts in her breast. I don't care. I do care that she went after a younger child. I do care about that. Yeah, the majority of them are not human. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, look at her. They try to mimic us. Whose face looks like this bitch? Whose face looks like this bitch? I mean, who do you know that looks like her? God, I couldn't even keep a straight face if I met the woman. I'd be like, I'm out of here. I got to go put myself in timeout. That's what my Keith used to do. I'm out. Peace out. I'm going to get beat up here. I can't. That's what happened. I mean, I could not sit across from someone with a face like that and take them seriously. I mean, what? No offense, but just really, I couldn't do it. I don't think I have her picture. Wait, let me see if I can pull it up here. Like, seriously, if you Google her, no, I couldn't. I can be very polite, and I've met all kinds of different looking people. She did that to herself deliberately to try to trigger people. And she wants to think she looks like a woman. If you think you look like a woman looking like that, you're a fucking asshole. No, it doesn't sound mean. Don't try to trick me with your face when you're not who you say you are. Don't do that shit to your face and then try to present it to the public like you're fucking sane, okay? Don't do that. Because you're not sane. You're not sane. No, you're not. And don't forget, whether it sounds mean or not, crybaby, whether it sounds mean or not, she dated a 14, 15-year-old who is now her husband. She's a pedophile. I don't care if her feelings are hurt. Understand that. I don't care. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I'm just a mean bitch this way showing this. I have to. She literally looks insane. Okay. So let me show you the body of this very odd looking, strange looking, weird looking person. I want to see. Yeah, she just looks fucking insane. But I want you to go look her picture up, right? Her husband was 14 or 15. What do you think that is if that's not a pedophile? She was his teacher in school, and now she's married to him. Yeah, the truth hurts, right? If you showed up at your job looking like that and you went home for your family would be fucking horrified for you and they'd take you to a shrink. Trust me. And I don't care what you think. I don't care. You have to look at the video of her. She's just fucking bizarre looking. I'm like looking for, see, they don't have the bad pictures okay. I'm just going to show you this one. I don't know who she's with. Oh, she's at a fashion show because that makes sense. Yeah, she should definitely be at a fucking fashion show looking like this. Okay, so I want you to look at her. But you got to watch her walk on a video. So she's the one, she's at a Dior fashion show. She's on the left. But I want you to Google her fucking face, okay? I just want you to look at her face in a video. Caitlyn Jenner does not, yeah, I know, but Caitlyn Jenner does not look like her. Caitlyn Jenner does not, no, you guys can Google it. Caitlyn Jenner does not look like this woman. Caitlyn Jenner still looks like Bruce Jenner to me, but with too much plastic surgery as well, but much more tasteful. Brigitte Macron, she's the First Lady of France. First Lady, she walks like Caitlyn Jenner, like a dude, yeah. I'm a Leo, I'm sorry. People hate me, I don't care. I'm too old to care. I don't look like a monkey face, so yay. I'm not touching my face. One day I will get a facelift, but not yet. I've never touched my face. And I certainly wouldn't go around with that face because that's not her natural face. And you know that's not her fucking natural face. So Caitlyn cannot walk in heels. Well, most of us can't walk in heels. I'm not going to blame Caitlyn for that. If you Google it, Google it. What is that? Yeah, what the fuck is that? And you want me to think that that person runs a country? No. You know what they told you in school? She's hideous. Now you can't unsee it. Exactly. But here's the thing. If she were really born looking unfortunate, that would be one thing. But this woman did this to herself. Did this to herself on purpose and wants you to think that she's like you, a woman, and has a uterus and then can give birth. That's what she wants you to think as a woman. She wants you to think that. So she wants to gaslight real women, all of us who have body image issues, thanks to people like her, who people marry, and she's in high society, and we go, well, we don't look like that, so we must suck. Unless we have common sense. So that's all I'm asking is for you to have common sense. No, I want you, this is what they put out there. They want you to feel like garbage. Don't you get it? That's what they want you to do. So they do face, and there's a hell of a lot other better looking transgender women out there that look really beautiful. And Michelle Obama doesn't look that bad. I mean, she just looks like a dude or like a masculine chick. Her face is fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with Michelle Obama's face. It looks pretty much like her face is what I'm saying. This woman, yes, Donatella is probably worse. This woman is very much, Michelle Obama looks like she's Michelle Obama. So I don't mind her face. Brigitte Macron is trying to fuck with everybody. The hair is a horrible wig. Yeah. And she walks like I don't even know what to say. Michelle Obama's face is fine. There's nothing wrong with Michelle Obama's face. Whether she's masculine or feminine, her face is fine. Like, I don't look at her face and go, I don't like her face. She's pleasant enough looking, okay? That's what I'm talking about. There's a natural look to a person, even if they have a slight bit of plastic surgery. And then there's fucking insanity, okay? There's fucking insanity. That's what I'm saying. Yes, Brigitte Macron looks like Michael Jackson, who also, unfortunately, looked like he'd been cloned and they couldn't put his body back together like that Twilight Zone episode. Orangutan, thank you. I was looking for the name of the monkey. I'm going to get shot one day. That's what's going to happen. I'm sorry. I had to say it. I am so sick of this. Why are we listening to people on the news tell us that this is who we need to listen to? How are you a ruler of a country married to that, right? No, I said Michelle Obama looks beautiful. There's nothing wrong with her, whether she's male or feminine. That her face is fine. I'm not talking about her. I said Michelle Obama's face looks like Michelle Obama, which whatever you look like, you can kind of tell a natural face. Maybe someone's had like a little work done. And I don't think Michelle Obama has because she's always looked the same. So thank you for that, Flo. Thank you so much. But if you're going to have outrageous amounts of plastic surgery like Michael Jackson or like Brigitte Macron, then I don't know what to say. Like, I'm going to comment. Michelle Obama looks normal in the face. I can't speak to any other part of her. I'm just saying when I look at her, I don't go, she's had a shit ton of plastic surgery. She looks like the same person I saw. Always. I don't care if she's Big Mike. I'm talking only about the way the face looks. Her face is fine. The one in France is not bueno, okay? Not. It isn't. But more importantly than her looks, more importantly than Brigitte Macron's looks, is the fact that she was 39 going after a 14, 15-year-old. Why is nobody saying that that's okay? Yes. Yes. Why is that okay? Her husband was a child. She's a fucking child predator. It's not okay. It's not okay. Yeah, that's my point. That's my point. The Grinch who stole... Yes. The Grinch who stole Christmas. I'm more concerned about the pedophilia. That's what I'm concerned. Yeah. He was her son. Yes, exactly. He was, I'm sure. They love that because it goes against the Bible. It's perverted and it's inverted. Inverted perversion. They love it. They want you to believe that you should look like her and that designers should dress her, but not Mrs. Trump, Melania, whatever her name is. Exactly. They make fun of her and they're like, the first term, we refuse to dress her. Yeah, okay. Okay. Sure. And then they go and dress Brigitte Macron. That is my point. Like, is this reverse world upside down? Why are we worried about what we look like at all? Apparently men will fuck anything. I mean, come on. I know Brigitte is supposed to be his father. Still, incestuous, predatory, pedophile. I went dark for a second. My phone rang. So when you're looking at it, I want you to kind of understand what the game is that they do with us. They have all of these handsome women out there. Handsome. They have all of these women out there. No, Michelle Obama's face looks fine. That's what I'm saying. Michelle Obama does not look offensive. She looks like she hasn't done any work. I don't really care if she's male or female. What I take offense to is when you go out there, call yourself a fucking woman, look like Brigitte Macron, and try to pass yourself off. Don't do that. I mean, just don't do that. Stop doing that. And we're supposed to sit here as people who pay taxes and listen to crap like that? I'm not listening to crap. I know. Well, I have a 5 o'clock shadow since I went into menopause. I mean, true story. It's true. Yeah, Michelle looks fine. I'm not saying anything about her. I'm pointing out that regardless of what you look like, you don't have to do that. We're already in World War III, if you haven't noticed. You put the masks on, right? And took the vaccine. They wanted to test you to see how stupid you were. To tell you that if you went in a restaurant, you had a mask on and you lifted it up to eat your food, the little virus wouldn't go under and make you sick. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Hi, Anthony. How are you? How is Anthony in Toronto? Yeah. Well, you can get the vaccine out of you. Just don't take any more. Don't listen. I'm vax-free too. Don't listen to them. They're horrible, horrible people. What they're doing. And it's Billy Bitch Gates, who looks like a man-woman with his little sweaters and his big, fat, wide, huge ass. That guy. I mean, he looks like someone's grandmother, and he's always blah-blahing about injecting children, and we need to make... vaccines with mosquitoes that will vaccinate everybody because somebody died and left him boss. Clearly, he's the boss moss of the planet. Like Bill Gates, you're the boss moss of everything. You're fucking a boss. Like, when I was born, they told me you have to acquiesce to this bitch in this cashmere sweater, looking like with a like Poindexter with his glasses on, who isn't a doctor and has never done anything intellectually on his own. Yeah, he's a marketer. So you need to fucking bend over to him and take it up your ass because he's the be all and end all boss of Earth. Shut up. Not doing it. No, not doing it. Not doing it. Nope, nope, nope. Can't. Sorry. No. No, no, no. Not doing it. You guys have to understand. I mean, you don't have to understand, but I didn't vote for Elon Musk. I know. Don't start with the planets are visible. They're off the elliptic. It's not actually, whatever. Think whatever you want. I'm not commenting on that. Not commenting. Yeah, no, it's very true. It's problematic. I get a lot of hate mail. I'm fun at parties. But when you tune on to my live and I'm completely sober, people are like, why don't you calm down? Why don't you find peace? Oh, I'm at peace when I can speak my mind because you should be authentic in your own life too. Try being authentic with yourself, speaking out loud yourself. Don't be scared. Don't be a scared bitch. Speak. I mean, seriously, speak. Say it. Who cares if anybody likes you? Trust me, my whole family doesn't like me. They would wish they could slap me. Fucking slap, shut up. They wish it. That's it. They fucking hate me, okay? They don't want me talking. They don't want me pointing out shit. They don't want me saying the obvious, like the emperor has no clothes on, like the masks don't stop viruses, and the vaccine hasn't been out long enough for you to know what you're injecting in your body. Perhaps you should go shoot up heroin because you have a better chance of not damaging yourself permanently. And I'm being serious when I say that. People don't like that either. They want to think that something else is going on and that they know better because they're helping the government. Like the government is here to help you. Elon Musk is a megalomaniac who has like 13 kids. But I bet you his family pushes abortion on your kids because they aren't as special as his kids, right? Your kids suck. So your daughter should abort. But him, he should go knocking up 4 different women and having 13 or 11 different kids because we're Nick Cannon now. That's what we should be doing. That's why I'm against abortion now. I think if Elon can do that, then you should have all your babies to fight Elon and his people of procreating whatever they're doing over there. I don't know what it is, but that's what I think. Of course, he disowned his trans kid. You know what? I wouldn't disown any of my kids because I had to bury a kid. So my kids can pretty much do anything and I'm going to love them. I only have 1 kid left. I'm going to love, thank you for that. I'm going to love my child. I'm going to love my child no matter what. My child, that now, if you want to know, the definition of love is, no, babies shouldn't be terminated, but it is up to your body and your choice. I believe in your choice. I will help you do your choice. I personally don't agree with it in my personal, I can't have kids, so who cares what I say? I don't agree with it at this point in my life because I buried a child. So I realize different things now at a different point in my life, but I would never stop you from doing what you want to do in your life. I'm going to support you, whatever you do. That's what I'm going to say. But do I personally agree with it? No. Do I think it's murder? Yes. It's a different kind of murder. It's like a 2nd or 3rd degree murder type of thing because if you want the baby, it's a baby. If you don't, it's a fetus and it's just tissue. But it's not tissue. It's a baby. I went through every ultrasound. It's a baby. The second you're pregnant, it's a baby. So you know what you're doing. Just admit you know what you're doing. And I'm still here to support your choice. That's it. And I'm not against it. Trust me, I'm not against it. I just don't agree with it and would, if I could go back in time, I would change my opinion as a 13-year-old and I would stop my behaviors back then. So this is looking back on my life. So hindsight is, I think if you're 13, if you're 14, if you're 15, I think have the kid. I realize how difficult that is, but That's it. I'm just saying it now at this point in my life. You can keep aborting to wait to have a kid. You could do whatever, but when you lose a kid, you're going to realize that fetal tissue that you grew is your child. It is a child. Those childs feel, even if they're 2 months old, 6 weeks old, 8 weeks old. Call it fetal tissue all you want, but a soul has connected to the little peanut in your belly, and there's a connection between the creator and what is in your belly. So I definitely believe that. But you can do what you want. You'll have to atone for it when you cross over, and that's, your business, not my business. You can also kill your neighbor. You can kill someone's dog. You can do whatever you want. There's different levels of what you have to atone for. But yeah, that's just how I feel about it. But I'm not allowed to have an opinion on here. I'm going to get people calling me hater. You don't like abortion. Well, no, I like my kids. So I would like you to have a child. And by the way, when they use the specious argument, I'm just going to say this. It is a specious argument because they tell you, and usually they tell impoverished people this, in rape, in incest. So with the amount of, I want you just do your own research. Go look up how many abortions happen in the United States, state by state by state, and ask yourself how many of those are rape and incest. Probably not a lot, okay? Maybe 1%, 2%, I don't know. But yes, I know Jesus forgives you, but my point is, intellectually, I think differently now. So, and I get it. I get not wanting to have some cocksucker's baby that did something to you. I totally get that. I get I don't even want to raise your kid. I don't even fucking like you. I get that. I don't know the karma for abortion. Sometimes the child is only coming through for a split second. I get very confused with that. But it is, understand what you're doing. I mean, if you understand what you're doing, then you understand what you're doing. And you can choose to do that or choose not to do that. That's what I'm saying. But to fight whether it's murder or not is ridiculous. Because if you kill a pregnant woman, so she's 3 months pregnant, she's 2 months pregnant, 2 months pregnant, 8 weeks pregnant, and you rob a liquor store and she's buying a diet soda for her kid or juice box, getting chips, and she's pregnant and she gets shot, you go down for 2 murders. So you go down for 2 murders. Got it? So you know the reality of it. But what they want, my opinion on adoption is fucking raise your own child. And I'm adopted. I'm like, fucking raise your own child. I'm sorry, that's my personal opinion, being adopted and in the foster care system and in the adopted system and blah, blah, blah. Now I got to kiss ass to someone who adopted me because, oh, I need to be grateful they picked me. Shut up with that. Shut up. No, I don't like that. And then I don't like people who continually, and I still have them in my family very close to me, continually say, but you're not really their blood. Just what every adopted child wants to hear. You're not really their blood. Then don't fucking adopt. Anyhow. That's what I feel. But why aren't we teaching people to keep their children, right? No, no one chooses you. These people that adopt, I have a different opinion, but I was adopted. You understand if you're adopted. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm not what you want me to be. I'm sorry. What I am is detached at this point in my life, and you really can't get to me, and I don't trust people's love because it's conditional. You know why? Because when they say adopted, then they caveat it with my adopted daughter, my adopted son. No adoptee wants to hear that. We want to be your daughter or your son. We don't want to be told, oh, well, she has issues because the birth mother gave her up or la, 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 la. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. We don't want to hear it. Danielle, you're a little bit too big for me to adopt. I can't teach you. You got your own mind, girl. You're all grown up. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, it's interesting. I mean, we're supposed to, look what I mean, there are some parents that are good. I have heard of that. It's just nobody I know personally in my day to life. It's like I was for me, my mother just did a drop and run. Like she gave birth and I was almost a year old before I got adopted. And then you're going to have your gene pool personality, whatever the gene pool is, you're going to have that gene pool, right? Just because it's genetically engineered into you. Like you can look at your own biological children and go, that one's acting like my dad, that one's acting like my Aunt Meme, that one's acting like my grandfather from my mom's side, 3 back. Oh, that's like little cousin Jimmy. You know that, right? But when you have an adopted kid, the parents are like, why the fuck does that kid think that way? Or why does the kid behave that way? Or like, we're all this way and then this child is this way because it comes from a different cloth. That's all. And you've got to ask yourself, on what planet would a parent tell their child? And I know many of you did it. And if that's your decision, there is a karma to it. I don't understand 100%, but so I'm only human. But why encourage your child to give up a child? You're a grandparent, gather your cousins together, the grandparents, whoever's close, and put the child in the family so the child can be in the family. Like, do that. Do it. You know what I mean? That's all. And I don't believe it's only about blood, because I believe if you adopt someone or take them into your family, they are your family. And I never want to hear someone say, but you're adopted, because that's all the fuck I heard. I'm like, well, she's acting out because she's adopted. No, that's not it. You're annoying and I'm going to say something. Just, I can't help it if you bullshit everybody in the family to shut up for money, but I'm not listening to you. So there's that. It depends. The planets, okay. I can't with the planets. They're not all in the same sign right now. So they're not really conjunct. I'm just saying. I can't with that. I can't. I actually have to look up in my ephemeris right now. Thank you for that. So I'm moving because my ephemeris is also my stand over here. So now I got to put the yoga blocks back over here. My weird setback there. But, yeah, you give up a child. I found it interesting because my mom obviously gave me up. And she was, she didn't have a reason. When I asked her, I went from fostering to adoption. Yeah, you're probably a different person. You're probably a good person. Yeah, I do old school astrology. The new astrologers make me want to slap the crap out of them. Of course I do old school. The new astrologers, I can't. I'm not going to say it. I'm going to shut the fuck up. But I am going to point something out. Anyway, what's today? The 28th, right? 28th, yeah. I'm not judging it. I'm just saying my experience as an adoptee was... If you're really someone's child, then you're really their child, good, bad, or ugly. Like my children there's no astrologist. Fuck off with that. My children are my children, regardless. My children are my children. They could end up in jail. That's the lesson of unconditional love. Your child is your child. I love my child. So I literally don't care what they do. I would prefer that they behave in a way that's good for their soul. But if they choose something else, I'm their mother. And whatever it is, I love my child, period. That's unconditional love. Anything less than that is conditional. They are my children. So that's it. Oh my God, I had so much fun with Estelle. Oh, Estelle, she's in all of these business meetings, not business, town hall city meetings. And oh my God, it's just, I love Estelle and I'm so sad. Mark and Estelle, I'm so sad for their house. I love her so much. And I'm so sad for every person there because it's so obvious what's going on. And my friends in Altadena, very sad. Yes, I know. Estelle's so funny. She loves the shoes I gave her. She's like, I love those shoes. I see them in every picture. I'm like, oh girl, I literally had bought this pair of shoes like the week before. And then I hadn't worn them other than to try them on. And Estelle is a strong ass bitch. She's one of us Leo bitches, and she will never back down. She's amazing. No, my mom never told me why I was adopted. She didn't really have a reason. We think it was religious because there are a bunch of religious people in that family. Luckily, I will say my adopted family was not religious. They were, I mean, if they had religion, we're not, you know, I don't know. If you want surrogacy and I can't judge that. If you want surrogacy, my thinking would be if you want surrogacy because you can't carry a child, would be wonderful. That would be great. But there's a lot of inverted females in Hollywood that have surrogacy and wear fake pregnancy bumps and then pretend that they had kids. No, I don't like that. But it's your business. It's your body, your choice. Just like with vaccines, it's your body, your choice. And you've got to say, go ahead, don't pay me, take my income from me, and I'll sue you later, but it's my body, my choice. That's what you do have to say. I really feel like you do have to say that. Okay. So, which planets are we talking about here? Yeah. They're not all in the same sign. So, I'm just saying. Anyway, they're not all in the same sign. I don't know what to say. Elon has ear pods. Yeah, I'm not taking a, yeah, Mars has just got, Venus and Mercury are going back into, wait, hold on. Mercury is going to be retrograde. Venus is retrograde. Saturn's changing signs. Neptune's changing signs. Pluto just changed signs. Wait, on the 4th, Venus is going retrograde, I think. We're in the station period, but don't do plastic surgery. Yeah, he procreates a lot. You know what? You do what you got to do. I'll be dead soon. I don't fucking care. Like, I'm so glad I'm my age and not my granddaughter's age because I would not want to live on this planet. I literally cannot stand it here. Nobody wants to be 16 and pregnant. Who the hell wants to be 16 and pregnant? Looking back after burying my son, it's all I want to be is 12 and pregnant, 16 and pregnant. That's what I'm saying to you. When you have a child, you're going to get it. You're not going to get it before you have a child because we're taught it's a burden. We're supposed to be having children. We are supposed to. Why do you think Elon's doing it? He's doing it and telling you to tell your kids not to do it. Fuck that guy. Do what you got to do with your body. I don't begrudge that. Yes, you can see mental illness, but anybody here, we are running out of water. No, we're not. That's just a fucking lie. That's just a lie. My cousin taught me this yesterday. She said, you know why they call it, okay, I hope I get this right, global warming? And I'm like, no, because it's bullshit. She goes, because the ground warms at 33 degrees. So we are warming up to see. I can't remember exactly. I can't quote it, but it was brilliant. Anyway, shout out to Pat. It was brilliant. Yeah, I don't know. Willie Lopez, I don't know what to say. I hope you chewed well. I don't know what that means. Oh, IUD. Yeah, IUD. I look at love and the definition. Yeah, and let's see. Can you talk about Wendy Williams? I don't know what to say about Wendy Williams, except that by now we should know that when you make money in this country and you're on TV and you go against what you said you would do, this is... Oh, that's sweet, K-Riss. Your little boy rented an apartment. I know it's terrifying, but good for him. Good for him. Good, good, good. Okay, Diane, I'm really sorry for that. The rape cases and the incest cases or incest and rape are very few percentage of the abortions taking place. Of course, that's a choice you're going to make. Even if you just want to abort for the hell of it, that's also a choice you're going to make. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm saying it's just a thing. I totally understand it. What happened to you is terrible, and at least you gave the baby up, which is wonderful. And you can tell that baby when they come looking for you why you gave them up and help them understand why they have those feelings in them, because they will ask you why you gave them up. And I think it would be really important to tell them. That's just my opinion. I would want to know that if I was a baby product of a rape. I would want to know that 100%. That's what I would want to know. Like 5,000%. But I know it would probably be a very uncomfortable thing to tell them. And it's very uncomfortable for you to go. It must have been heartbreaking for you to go through that in your life. So you did a wonderful job. And no one's judging you. No one's judging you at all. Yeah, abortion does, yeah, it does humble you. It's not something you want to encourage. I mean, I was raised in a family where my mother's like, if you get pregnant, abort. Like she's like, just don't even bother coming home. That's what she said. We didn't have the anti-abortion in our house. My mom was like, just get rid of it. So yeah, no one's judging that. I'm just saying, as a adopted person, I did not like being adopted, and all babies in utero feel what their mother feels. So any kind of trauma is passed down. It's just a thing. Oh, good. We got to go to Michigan to get our eggs. Yeah, that's the thing. It's very sad when people rape people. Like, what the fuck are you doing when you do that? I hope they found your rapist. I hope that somebody found them. And if it's in the family, I hope that they killed that person. I just think it's horrible when they do that. They don't think about what they're doing, and it's just really wrong. Really wrong. Just really, really wrong. It is. I hear the cat outside. Yeah, it's just wrong. Everyone is getting fired. Yeah, everybody's getting fired. Wait, I was going to look up something. What the fuck was I going to look up? Something. Oh, I was going to look something up. Oh my God, I was going to look it up and I forget what it was. My mind just goes, that threw me for a loop. I'm sorry when anybody gets raped and has to have a child. And at least you had the child. So you gave the child, it's a terrible life. It's a terrible life. It's just really fucking horrible to do that. Yeah, let's see. Oh my God, someone put their cat down. I can't handle all of that. Can you really gaslight or gang stalk? Yes, gaslighting is telling somebody something. Yes, yeah, I know what rape is, and I know what incest is. I get all of that. I understand. I get it. I understand. Yeah, understand with the celebrities looking very sick. Oh, that's what I was going to say. With the young lady that just passed, the actress that had the yeah, gaslighting is obnoxious. It's like Biden telling us, it's like them telling us Biden didn't have dementia. It's like, isn't that that's normal? Is that normal? I don't know. He was talking about touching little kids touching his legs in the pool with the hair on his legs. I'm like, okay, he needs to go back to the fucking predatory prison that he obviously should have been in. Yeah, the girl that, I just want to say this. So adrenochrome, kind of like a speed-like medicine, drug, that comes from the adrenal glands of small children who can be terrorized differently than adults. So it is said to wreak havoc on the liver and the adrenal system. So what if you do a lot of adrenochrome and your body can't handle it? Do you have liver issues? Do you have kidney transplants? Do you have problems where you have to do that? What's his name? The Grateful Dead. I can't think of his name. Jerry Garcia. Was he the one that had the liver transplant? What's that about? That's all I'm saying about that. Garcia. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of like these people, they get there. And why do they want, or David, it's Crosby I'm thinking of. Thank you. Crosby, Stills, and Nash. I'm like making up shit bands here. I'm like going from this one. Larry Hagman. What are they doing? I think Hagman drank himself though, honestly. I think he was a class A alcoholic. So, because it's like a drug. It's like a drug for them. It's like speed. If you could take methamphetamine and not have it eat up your face or like have bleach in it, but you could stay awake and get all your work done and exercise every day and feed your baby and be 70 times more productive, you would take it if it didn't have consequences. But what if it has consequences? Of course they refused an autopsy. Of course they did. But in Los Angeles, you are forced to have an autopsy. Like my Keithy, they did an autopsy. Motorcycle accident, autopsy. So, I don't know. Like they're supposed to test for drugs and everything, which is an autopsy. Maybe not a full one, but ask yourself why they want everybody. And Keithy told me this. My Keith told me this. Mom, don't be on the donor list on your body brokers. Exactly. Don't be on the donor list. Don't be a donor on your driver's license because they're just going to steal your organs. So when you go to the hospital and they say you're brain dead, are you really brain dead or do they want your organs? And they've kept you on a machine. So I called the DMV, actually went in to take my picture. It's a hideous fucking picture. I went to take the picture and I said, can you take the donor off? We can't take the donor off. That's a separate department. You have to phone them separately. They never ever fucking answered, but they did leave an email. So I got confirmation on the email, so I'm not a donor. It's an independent private company. That should tell you everything that you need to know. Everything, right? They don't want my organs. They shouldn't have a right to your organs. If you want to donate, it should kind of be through a lawyer or third party that would step up as a medical directive at the time that you're sick, not airy-fairy on your driver's license. You emailed them too. Yeah, Keithy told me, and I'm like, my do-bug knows. So that's what I did. I followed what he said. Exactly. Yep. Let's see if you find... Yeah, if you find out you're going to die, sure, then you can say, leave my organs. Exactly. But you know they're eating them or something back there. Okay, I'm sorry, I had to say it. I mean, they're a bunch of vampires, right? You're a bunch of vampires. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, Keithy knew. He told me, so I was like, okay. I talked him into being a donor, but because they let him sit on the ground for 4 hours in the heat in the middle of summer, he was already kind of rigor mortis-y by the time they pulled him up, so they weren't taking his organs. I mean, maybe they did. I didn't check the body before it got burnt, so there's that, you know. Yeah, aren't they? Yes, I believe they're reptilians. My life, INS, oops, says whatever. Let's see, placenta. Yes, stem cells are valuable. Absolutely. I remember the girl in my birth class, she ate the placenta. We had a party and she wanted us all to eat it. Ugh. No, thank you. I'm good, thanks. No, I'll just have the diet soda. I'm good. I'm good. Thank you so much. Yeah, you can leave your body. Yes, you can leave it. My dad did that. My dad left his eyes to science, his this, his that, all of that. Yeah. I don't know about, oh my God, I'm exhausted, y'all. I think I've got to go. Let's see. Yeah, my dad did that, but I'm not doing that. I'm taking, like, it is cannibalism. Yeah, I know, the diet soda with the placenta, but no, I'm not going to. At the time, I'm like, we're talking 33 years ago. I'm not eating some lady's placenta. Yeah, no, not doing it. Oh, God. No. I can't. I'm not. No, I will not. I just thought about that after I tattooed Keithy's ashes on my arm. Is it really Keithy? Oh. I will tell you, though, like, ashes all look different with different people. So, yeah. I probably have some stranger's ashes tattooed on me. Okay, I've had enough. I have had enough. Oh my God. Excuse me. No, I feel Keith. I don't always talk to Keith. Today is Jesse's mom's birthday, Faye's birthday. She's having her birthday. First birthday without her son on the planet because, as you know, he died on December 19th. And Deanna's doing okay. As good as people can be expected to do. And so this week, I got to give you the update. I'm going to say for prayers at the end of my whole thing. But you know how we're building the warehouse. So we're building the warehouse, me and my friend Johnny. And on Wednesday, we finished with the molding, like John suggested, metallic gray trim to go with the blue floor, right? So we did it. Johnny painted all the trim, cut it, painted it. Well, no, we didn't cut it. We just painted it. He painted it. And he was coming back on Friday. He was going to be gone on Thursday. So Thursday morning at about 2:30 a.m., I saw a missed call from Johnny. And I didn't wake up. So I woke up in the morning and I called the number, but no one answered. So I just thought, oh, he's probably gone to whatever the hell he was doing. And then at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, there was another missed call from him. So I called him back after that. And it was his sister telling me that Johnny got in a really bad accident. So Johnny needs our prayers. Horrific damage to him. So he was thrown out of his car and the car flipped like 4 times. So he's facing, yeah, I'm just really sad. Me and Lori are going to go visit. But yeah, he just is very, he needs prayers. And so I want to say that he's our friend. And it was very sad to hear because he's such an active Sag. Happy Sag. So yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. I guess it would have happened. It probably would have happened Wednesday night because I think the sister called me in the morning, like she was calling the numbers on his phone. And of course I'd had 600 calls to Johnny that day because we were back and forth. And like when I can't find him in a store, I call him. I'm like, where are you? He's like, I'm by this, I'm by that. So I go find him. And yeah, so he's very not okay right now. So we're kind of praying for him and hopefully in Johnny's style, he'll get better and be able to be okay. Yeah, and be able to be okay. But it was just, it was like mind blowing. And then to top it off, before I got that call, I found out my birth sister passed away. I didn't really know her that well. Like I did, she came and lived with us when Keithy was born. Anyway, she would have been 61 in June and she passed away. So my cousin, that's why I was talking to my cousin. Yeah, that was all like within 24 hours. I was like that. But my sister passed away in her sleep. So that's okay. That's like good. We have a heart thing in the family. So I suspect it was that. I don't know, you know, Pat didn't know if they were doing whatever, but at least I got to talk to Pat. She's as radical as I am. She doesn't have a YouTube channel to express it. So yeah, but I'm praying for Johnny, for him to heal as quickly as possibly he can. He's very kind-hearted. Yeah, he's worried about his dogs. She wasn't 60. She was actually 60. She'd be 61 on Marilyn Monroe's birthday. She looks like me, or she did look like me, but with dark hair, green eyes, and I had like brown hair and hazel eyes. We had different fathers. So we had the same mother, different fathers. And yeah, Johnny got in a really bad car accident. He rolled the car and was thrown from the car in the accident. I'm not really clear on how that happened. There is a story to that. I'm not privy to it exactly. And yeah, I'm really sorry for Johnny. There's several surgeries. There's so much was done to him and he's in the hospital. So anyway, me and Lori are going to go up there. All his friends are finding out now. So he will have support. His family's with him. And as soon as we can get up there, we will go. It's a little bit far away where he lives. So we got to drive there. And you know, there's traffic on Friday night. So we're not going tonight. Yeah, I worry for him because Johnny is born in 64. So I think whatever. I'm like, let me add. He's 61, I think, or is he 60? Yeah, he'd be 61. He'd be 61 too. Yeah, same. Born in 64 as my sister. So yeah. Yeah. And he's really a physical guy. Like he's hard for me to keep up with and I'm pretty hyper. So he's been a family friend and yeah, I know it's terrible. I don't know what the hell happened, but yeah, I was very sad to hear that. I thought he was, no, Jason is 32, gonna be 33. Johnny's our friend, like my age friend. Um, through Lori, through Nancy, but through Lori. I met him through Lori and Nancy. Lori and I are all friends with him. A lot of people are friends with Johnny. So yeah. Yeah, it's sad. So that was a bit disturbing. Poor John was upset. I called John. He's like, what? What? And he was like, oh no. So yeah, your age in November. Johnny's a December. He's a December 4th. Yeah, like Keithy, a Sag. He's a Sag. You know how they are. Yeah. Yeah, 61. So he's the same age as my sister. They're both turning 61, except Johnny's alive. I guess they just found my sister because somebody didn't see her for a couple of days. So they called and somebody went and did a wellness check on her. And I'm not really sure about that because I didn't really communicate with her. But I'm adopted out of the family, so it's hard for me to like just barge into another family that is actually my birth family and hang around over there. When my cousin Brent owned a spa in Palm Springs, we went every weekend, every other month, whatever, up to Palm Springs and hung out in the spa. But he died when he was 60. He was 60 as well, and he died in his sleep as well. Anyway, there's always hope, y'all. There's always hope. Anyway, yeah, so that's what happened. My mom is a Sag. Yeah, I've been trying for years. It's been a trying year. Yeah, it's kind of it's a very weird and very strange year. But I trust that Johnny will get better. I just know he needs us to think about him so he can be strong again, or at least somewhat strong. Yeah, so there's that. But anyway, everybody has something going on. Sages are so fun. Sages are wild. My Keith was wild. I never knew where Keithy was. So yeah, Stephanie, you don't need a reading. Don't make me go off on you, girl. I love how people in the comments are like, don't talk to her about that. She'll just yell at you. I don't want to do readings all the time. I don't want to just be a reading puppet monkey. So there you go. My Sag mom. Yeah, Sages never stay home. Like never stay home. All right. Thank you guys for that. That's the best thing. I love the prayers for people who need them. And I will return the prayers for anybody who needs them. So yeah, always stay away from the readings. Yeah, stay away. No, I'm trying to open my books and I'm trying to get my site up, but it's like, hard, right? And don't go to the Patreon yet and pay until I have my videos up. Oh my God, I keep saying that. And then people are like doing the opposite. And then asking me why I took their money on TikTok for a reading after I reached out to them. I did not do that. I do not reach out to you. Those are false accounts. You should talk to the woman on TikTok. Her name is Kim.Farrell, Ferrall, on Instagram, and she's the head of creators on TikTok. You should reach out to her and tell her about the frauds and about how they cut the real people's channels off. Excuse me. Exactly. All right, you guys. Peace out. Peace out. Do whatever you want. Peace out. I am going to open my books though, so check back like later tonight, tomorrow. We are going to open them. I just have to confirm with Paul, check my calendar, etc. So I'm just letting you know that. If I'm late on anything I've sent you. Oh, and note to self, if you go to my website and you hit emailed reading reports, those come to you via an email. Those are not real readings by me. Those are software readings. So like, don't yell at me that I'm not taking the time to at least voice message you on a whatever call, whatever, so you can see me. Just don't do that because that's not the same thing. Okay, bye you guys. Bye. I just thought I'd mention that. I know they get paid for the post. That's why they won't take it down. I'm fully aware of it. It's fraudulent as hell. I have a Patreon. I'm trying to film the content for the Patreon. Very difficult to do everything. That's all I'm saying. I can only do so much, and I get sideswiped every week with bullshit. So I will talk to y'all soon. Bye, you guys. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much. Have a good night.